have my coffee, my eyeshadow. What else does a girl need? Hi, I'm Kate and welcome to my channel. So for today's Throwback Thursday, I am dipping into probably what I would consider my favorite palette in my entire collection, and that is the Melt Gemini palette. I just love this. I love grungy greens. I love how Melt shadows perform. And this is just fantastic. I mostly stick to the greens. I don't love the shimmers that Melt puts out, but sometimes I'll just go all matte with the greens, or I'll add like a super shock shadow on top. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go a little green today. So let's dive in. All right, so I think I'm gonna do a pretty basic shape today. I'm gonna start with the lightest green, which is this shade Mochi, and just kind of put that all throughout the crease with I'm gonna grab a bigger fluffy brush. All right, so with a bigger fluffy brush, I'm grabbing Mochi. These are really powdery, kind of like the AV8 shadows, but they blend out beautifully. All right, so we got that all laid down. We're just gonna like slowly build up. So I'm gonna go to the next shade right next to Mochi. It's Fire OG or Fire Og. I don't know what it's supposed to say. This one's a lot less powdery than Mochi. I just love these tones of green in here. I mean, I have other green palettes that I really enjoy, like the BH Avocado Toast and the Colourpop Just My Luck and others. But just these tones are my favorite ways to do green on the eyes. All right, so we're looking nice and green. All right, and then let's dip into that last green, Leo. That is the deepest green in the palette. I don't know that I'm gonna dip into the black at all today. Again, trying to go a little subtle for work, but we'll see what happens. So dipping into that deeper green and focusing that on the outer corner. My eye won't stop watering, so if you can see, it's kind of picking up there, but that's not the fault of the shadows, that's just my dumb watery eye. Okay, so I'm trying to think what I want to do shimmer-wise. So again, the shimmer, like the green shimmer in this palette, it's like hard to the touch, and I mean, it's pretty, it's just not my favorite. And I'm thinking I want to go a little lighter than that. So I do have this Colourpop, one of the Jelly Much shadows that I haven't dipped into yet. And it's really pretty. So I don't know how this would lay down. Ooh, that's pretty. I don't know how well you can see that, but I haven't used the Jelly Much shadows before, but I saw this one and I just thought it was so pretty. I think this came with the Garden Variety collection. I just don't know how the texture is gonna work. Do I pick it up with a brush? Do I use a finger? What do I do? You know what, we're just gonna go in with the finger on the Jelly Much. We'll try something new today. All right, so I'm gonna dip in. It's got a weird texture though, like a super odd texture, like not quite as jelly as I thought it would be, a little more solid, but oh wow, that is sparkly. I'm curious to see like what the staying power is with these, just given kind of the more liquidy jelly texture. It's really pretty though. It feels sticky on the eye, so hopefully that'll dry down and feel good pretty soon here. Wow, that is super shimmery though. That's pretty. Maybe I should have laid down a shadow underneath, because it's not super opaque, but that's okay. Alright, so again, hopefully that dries down pretty quick. I can already feel this one drying. Alright, well that's way more sparkly than I expected it to be. So this is the Mojave Moves. So that's really pretty. So I did, just because of my fingers, you know, I did get some of that jelly much underneath the eye. I'm not going to worry about it too much because I will go over with my face products, and I'll probably use that as an inner corner anyway, so I'm not too mad at that being down there. I'm going to go in with that darkest green and just kind of blend those together a little bit. Alright, so I think we're set on the lids. I'm going to stop there. So I have my green vibes, but I have some pretty sparkle. I'm going to go in with all of my skincare products and foundation, and I'll be back. So I went in with foundation. I've been using the Uomo foundation, and I must say, like, so I wear a mask all day. I'm a teacher. My Estee Lauder Futurist Hydra is still like #1. I love how it makes my skin look, but by the end of the day, like, I take off the mask and anywhere where it's touching my face, you can see foundation. It doesn't look like it's lifted off my face, but the mask, but I've been using this all week and nothing, like nothing. No foundation is rubbing off on the masks at all, and it doesn't feel super drying, so I'm super excited about this. For concealer, I went in with the Rare Beauty. Again, just blend it out like a dream. So now let's bronze up a little bit. For bronzer, I'm going in with the Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Fair. Just warm up my face a little bit since we looking pasty. Alright, and let's see, for blush today, I think I'm going to go in with my Patrick Ta in the shade Do We Know Her. So I'm going to grab a kind of fluffy brush. I like that shade a lot. It's not too pink for me. Kind of an orangey, but not too orange. Then going in with some finishing powder just on the edges of that blush, diffuse it a little bit. And just through the center of my face, just a little bit. Alright, good. I'm gonna go in with a little highlight today. I'm gonna use the Benefit Cookie Highlighter. So it's just a pretty basic, kind of light goldy shade. I don't know if you can see that. Going in with a super flimsy brush. Alright, so face is done. So let's pop back into some eyeshadow. Alright, so I'm just gonna keep it pretty basic. I did go in on the waterline with an Urban Decay pencil. So I'm going to start with the deepest green and just start that on the outer part of the lower lash line. And then I'm going to take the lightest green and just diffuse that out a little bit with a fluffier brush. Alright, perfect. So actually for my inner corner, I think I'm going to pop back into my highlight, the Benefit Cookie, and I'm just going to pop that into the inner corner since there really isn't a light shimmer in the palette. So I'm going to see if I can pick that up on a brush. So I do that pretty often if I don't have a shimmer that I like in the palette. For the inner corner highlight, I'll pop into like my Ofra highlighter or this highlighter or a Super Shock shadow, but highlighters make a great inner corner highlight. Alright, I'm gonna go in with some liner and mascara and I will be back. Alright, I went in with liner and mascara For mascara, I used my Stila with the micro tip. For mascara, of course, the Bite Beauty. And then for lips, I went in with a NYX liner in the shade Prune, and then a matte lipstick from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the shade Honey. So this is the final look. What do we think? I am obsessed with this palette. I mean, it'll take something really special to kind of take its place as my favorite in my collection. So far I'm liking how the Jelly Much shadow is looking. We'll see how it wears throughout the day. I didn't put anything underneath it, but it seems to be pretty tacky. So yeah, this is it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed my video, please like and subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you soon.